guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do another studio tour. I'm gonna show you guys what I see when I come into a location for a shoot. I'm gonna show you guys lighting. I'm gonna show you guys different locations where I would like to pose a model and just different little things to look out for. So let's go. So this is a super nice studio. And studios like this I really like because it's very bright and airy, so I don't really need more light in here. I wouldn't bring a flash or a reflector just because I love the way it's laid out. It's very, very open. There are windows everywhere, so it makes it so easy to get a good shot because you're not worried about finding limited light sources, which I really enjoy. Over here is the kitchen area, kitchen dining room area. Again, super, super, super clean location. You can't mess it up over here. Like, everything is just beautifully laid out. There's so many different things you can use for props, the books, just anything here is, you're only limited by your imagination. The cups over here, you could have the model just be in this situation right here and be in this location and just using this as support, or using this as a place to lean on, to sit on maybe depending on what your style is. Having her lean over here on the island, just having her move around, it gives her a lot to work with. Remember, when you're directing a model in a photo shoot, you're acting, right? You're asking her to express herself with what's available. You don't want a model just stand here and pose, which you could do, right? But you wouldn't want the entire thing to be just standing and posing. So I love this little kitchen area. I love how open it is. Obviously, you have the dining table. You can have her set over here and sit down on this side of the table. You can have her leaning against the window. The only thing I'll be careful of is your exposure. Because there's lights behind her, you might risk being overexposed in the back. That is something I would be careful of because of the fact there's windows behind the model. You can always shoot having a model in the kitchen and then you are facing the windows. So you have all that light coming in and there's no light behind her, there's no window behind her, so it's just not going to be overexposed and your shots won't get too overexposed. But even as a far away shot, what I would do too is I would stand right over here, like in this area right here, and then look into the dining room area, and you have a really cool shot, like a really wide shot that allows you to capture not just the subject, but also capture the environment. And so that really builds you can help storytell in that way just by moving yourself back away from the area and allowing the area to make use of the work, like allowing the model to make use of the work and make use of what's available. I think we have a chair that's right by the window. Something I like to do when I'm shooting is I start off with one pose or in one area, right? And instead of having the model move around, I move around. So I start off over there, and then maybe I move on this side over here, and I use the couch and I use this table here to help accentuate the poses. I might move even closer to the window on this side over here and use the curtains as a foreground element. I move a lot when I shoot, and when you move a lot, you're allowing yourself to be more creative when it comes to the poses and the situations that you put yourself in. You can totally direct the models to different things, right? But it's only one level of the photo. The second level is having you yourself physically move to different parts of the house and be able to use them in different ways. Here on this side, so you're getting a different side of everything. You have the living room situation over here. Obviously, the couch is a very simple one. Again, be careful with the light coming from the window over here, because it can always cause confusion. Something you can do too is maybe close one of the curtains, right? Or close half of it. Just be careful you don't break anything. But if you close half of the curtain, then you have a little bit less light coming in and you can shoot head on and not have to worry about being overexposed in your shots. That's something I would look for. Or just again, like you did before, move position. So instead of you being right in front of the model and in front of the window, shoot at an angle where the light source isn't directly in front of you. And if the light source isn't directly in front of you, it allows you to avoid being overexposed in your shots. And again, the couch is always super fun to shoot on. A lot of my photos, you'll see I have the model in front of the couch instead of having the model on top of it. So it just adds a different element. Instead of having her sit normally on the couch, maybe have her on her back, and have it go playful, have her on her stomach. So you're allowing yourself to use the same area multiple ways. Having her stand up and being behind as well, just another layer of being able to use the room. This is a really cool fake fireplace. We're in Florida, we don't need fireplaces. But having her sit down, having her stand up, having her lean against, having her sit on this chair, you can use all the elements here to make creative shots without having to move her around too much. Right here, we have another living room area. Super, super nice. Again, the same situation with the couch. It can be very, very playful. There's one open light source over here. So you know the rule of thumb is you don't want to have the model or the subject in front of the light if you can avoid it. So you facing the window and having the model in this area right here makes it super, super simple. The light is very direct. It's very clean and airy here, so it's really hard to mess up in an area like this because it's just so beautiful. Walking into the bedroom, you have another very, very simple location. One light source and the models here. So the bed is always something fun you guys can use. Whether she or he is on the bed, behind it, on the floor. You can bring so there's a bunch of books over here. You can bring a couple books over here and then make it more of like a natural situation, natural setting, without having to try too hard to pose. Something I've been working on myself personally is looking to get frames within frames. This door frame right here is a cool location to be able to pose your model as well. Because you have the natural light coming in this way, and you can use this to your advantage here. It's another cool way of using the room. I love looking for frames within frames indoors. If you walk over here, we have the bathroom, which isn't as lit up, but I'm sure, again, standing in a situation like that where you're standing a little bit further away and the model's inside the bathroom, looking at herself in the mirror, or just standing here, there's not as much light here as I would like. There's a small window, so maybe you can always open the window and allow more light inside of here. But again, it all depends on the style you're looking for and what's going on with your photo shoot. So there's a lot of cool things to look out for in the studio. I really, really like it. Let's come over here again. Ooh, another look you can do too is staying right here, like staying in the doorway, and again shooting into the room and having the model, like finding the art, just having the model use the space. And so you're getting the foreground of this doorway. You're getting another layer with this one right here, depending on how wide the shot is. And you have the model here. So you're getting a bunch of elements within your shot that makes it very, very interesting. Or even having the model a little bit closer. So you're still getting the foreground over here. And then you're able to get some background elements at the same time. So I think it's really, really cool. Even over here, the window. So I wouldn't shoot into the window, but having the light source on the side makes really cool shadows that you can utilize to your advantage as well, if you're doing natural light stuff. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something new about the studio. This is Studio Lacani on Instagram. I'm gonna have their Instagram and the location in the description below. So please give them a follow if you're ever in South Florida. And if you have any questions, make sure to write them down and I'll make sure to get to them. And please also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.